everybody. Today we're going to begin a new unit having to do with keys. What does it mean when someone says, I'm playing in the key of C, or I'm playing in the key of D minor, B minor, A flat major? What does this mean? My aim is to have a kind of reference library of all the major and minor keys that you can refer to whenever we're playing a song together. So let's go to the piano and I'll show you how this works. Well, today we're going to begin with the C scale. And on each of those notes, we're going to construct a triad. So the first note, C, would be called the 1 chord, and that's C major. Then on the second note, we call that the 2 chord, that's D minor. The third note is E, we construct the triad, that's E minor. Fourth note is F, construct a triad, that's F major. The fifth note is G, the triad is G major. The sixth note is A, and the triad is A minor, and the seventh note B has the triad B diminished. And then of course we're back to the C on top. And we're going to refer to these chords numerically. For example, C is going to be called the 1 chord. D minor is the 2 chord. E minor is the 3 chord. F major, the 4 chord. G major is the 5 chord. A minor is the 6th chord. B diminished is the 7th chord. And then back to the 1 chord. Additionally, in any major key, the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord are major triads. So you have to memorize that. 1, 4, and 5 are major. The second chord, the 2 chord, the 3 chord, and the 6 chord are minor triads. So 2, 3, and 6 are minor. To review, 1, 4, 5 major, 2, 3, 6 minor. And that leaves us with the 7 chord, which is diminished. In any major key, the stable areas, in other words, the chords that feel the most comfortable, are the 1 chord and the 4 chord. And they're like areas in the key. Say this is a house. These are areas where you feel really comfortable. Maybe the 1 chord would be your bedroom. You lie in your bed, you fall asleep, it's very comfortable, watch some TV maybe. And then 4 is another comfortable area of your house. Maybe it's in your kitchen where you like to cook, but it's a place where you want to be and it's comfortable. Might be a TV room or something, and you go down, you lie on the couch and watch TV. The 5 chord, and especially if we add the 7th, so that we're incorporating this diminished triad into the G major triad, is absolutely the most uncomfortable place to be in your house. So maybe we'll call that the stepmaster in your basement or something like that. And you're on the stepmaster and you just want to get off this thing. And all the elements of this 5, what we call the dominant 7th chord, all of these elements are pulling you back to the 1 chord. And we discussed this in our unit on triads. So that leaves us with the minor ones, the 2, 3, and the 6. Well, you can look at those chords as having functions of getting you to either the 1 chord or the 4 chord or the 5 chord. For instance, to get from 1 to 4, we could use, so the 2, 3, and the 6, they could be the hallways in your house that allow you to get to certain areas, to get to the stairmaster, to get to your bedroom, to get to the TV room. And so we see then that each chord or each triad in a particular key has a specific function. The 7 chord really doesn't fit into our analogy of a house with these rooms that you want to get to. It's more like a hallway that's not used that often. And let me show you where it's used, other than the fact that it can be a subset of the G7th chord, of the 5-7 chord, resolving to C. There's a progression called a circular progression. And say we were at a comfortable place, we're in the TV room watching TV, and then we want to get back to our bedroom, go to sleep. So the place where the 7 chord comes in is in a circular progression. So if I have a progression that starts on the 4th note and then goes down in fifths, so we'd have 4, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. Remember, going up a fourth is the same as going down a fifth. So you have you have F going down to B, going down to E, going down to A, going down to D, going down to G, and going down to C. Okay? So that progression would sound like this. And if we went one more down a fifth, we'd come back to where we started on the 4 chord. So if I change the inversions of the triads in the right hand now, instead of going root position, and instead of that going root position, second inversion, this is what we get. All right, so we have F, that's your 4 chord. This is B diminished, it's your 7 chord. E minor is your 3 chord. A minor is your 6 chord. D minor is your 2 chord. G major is your 5 chord. And then you have your 1 chord. Okay? So in review, it's 4, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. That's a circular progression in any major key. Well, that's it for our introduction to key areas, chord functions, and the key of C major. I hope to see you next time when we discuss other key areas, both major and minor. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.